Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to Tarot. We're going to do 3 piles today to pick a card. So between piles 1, 2, and 3, and see if this resonates with you. Hey, that girl next door. How's it going? Hey, Frangie. Thanks. Glad to be back. Miss Tarot. All right, so I made 3 piles. So pick between 1, 2, and 3. We're going to start off in chronological order, obvious. Hey, Shanice. I'm good. How are you? All right, so starting with pile 1. We got the Strength card in reverse, the Two of Wands, the King of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Nine of Wands. So starting with the Strength card in reverse, right? So for pile number 1, feels like missing out on something. Times have been a little bit hard romantically, even your courage or like things that you kind of take to heart to you have been struggling and wanting and needing of change here, right? And maybe hesitating on like what you do want and don't want, or maybe voicing yourself or like reaching and needing communication from somebody, which I kind of think it's more about love because of the King of Cups here, but there will be communication. It's going to be starting very soon. I know you've had a lot of worries and doubts along the way. Maybe some delays have passed on too, right? That things were supposed to happen in a certain moment and it got delayed and it just never quite worked out. I feel you're trying to reach out to someone or wanting them to reach out to you. There's definitely good news that this is happening soon. You just need to kind of like keep your hopes up and to keep a positive attitude. Um, Also, it's about making choices. You need to focus on your choices and like know your choices, know your opportunities, and seek for them and try to see what you can do for this. And the person that you do have in mind is a very loyal and faithful person, so you don't have to doubt them if ever you're doubting them or thinking that they're not quite honest with you or direct with you. They just have trouble maybe like expressing their emotions sometimes, or putting it all clearly out on the table, but there has been delays in their life as well. And this is starting to clear up. It'll still be maybe like a few weeks, maybe a week or a few. So just hang in there, right? You might be getting to see signs that things are looking up. Definitely, what you need to say to them or want to say to them, you should voice it because you're going to have a response in return, right? So like if you're wanting to write to them or reach out to them but like thinking that like no, you're going to get rejected, your self-talk and your negative self-talk and self-doubt is maybe what's delaying and putting barriers in your way. So you got to get past that and go for it, for what you truly desire, what you're truly thinking and wanting to go about. It's now a good time, right? It's a good time to start thinking that way and to start taking action or to make space for that to become your. So definitely hang in there. Feels like with the Strength card in reverse that you're having difficulty like having confidence too. So you gotta change your self-talk, right? To kind of like know that you have what it takes to tell yourself that you are worth it, to tell yourself that you do deserve this, basically, and to keep thriving for that. Nine of Wands, right? Nine of Wands tells me that like you're holding on to something dearly. You have like plenty of other wands too. So like I wonder if your attention and your focus is in the right direction, or is there something else you're not opening your eyes to or seeing, or like you just not believing, or right? So it's all about like your mindset and your perception too on things. But definitely there is a suitor here that I see coming your way with love, right? With emotions, with connection, with certainty, right? And like no lies, no beating around the bush or being mysterious or like hidden kind of thing, like very out in the open, and definitely a great new beginning, especially when it comes to connection and communicating and like being able to like talk and have a conversation and spend moments together and learn to know about one another on a different basis, on a different level. Even if you know this person, feels like there's going to be a deeper connection going on. So like don't keep your head down, like right, keep your head up so that you can see these opportunities in front of you and not miss on these opportunities, so that you can well deserve it and like choose too, because I feel like you're gonna have choices. I don't know if it's choices about love or choices about like what you can do, where you can go, the timing, basically, right? So like definitely if you can make things happen, make things happen. Don't wait for things to happen. Because there's a lot of wands in here, a lot of fire. Strength card is fire too. So it's kind of like telling you to rise up, right? And to take action and to like put into motion what you truly want and truly desire, and that you're gonna have good outcomes here. You're definitely going to be more successful and more glorious. It's just grasping an idea on what you truly want and truly desire and to go for it. It feels like there's a little bit of confusion, or there's a little bit of maybe worries or stress or something that's making you kind of like be wishy-washy and not want to run towards these opportunities or put things into motion. But definitely if you've had setbacks, now's the time to know that these setbacks are already past. They've already happened. They're not going to be happening again. All right, well, number 2. Got the Judgment card in reverse with the Ace of Wands in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So it seems like for this one, you need to take mental and verbal action here. Be more aggressive. Um, be more assertive and like really move forward towards what you're wanting for. But like definitely speak up, right? The swords of the Knight of Swords. I've been like talking in French so much that I'm having trouble with my English right now. It's a French environment here, so. But yeah, definitely move forward and like use, even if you need to have a sharp tongue or be strict or be verbally aggressive, but like not too aggressive, but still, because it seems like you've been working really hard, and like your results aren't paying off as much as you want them to. I don't know if it's a lack of resources or anything. Seems like you're always stuck at day one and things are not moving forward, right? We still have the Ace of Wands in reverse that says that there's something that's blocking you, so it's not the time, right? The Judgment card in reverse, meaning that like you need to use your better judgment, because things are kind of like stalling, things are like blocking you, or like it's not clear, and the more like you just wander in your mind and think about it, and not like actually verbalize it, right? And say like, hey, what's going on? Or like right, someone tells you something but like you're not sure and you just kind of brush it off. It's better to kind of have a response, a reply, and to get a response out of this person, because or out of these situations, because it seems like it's going a little bit difficult that way and you're not getting the answers you're looking for. um I feel like there's might be a problem financially as well. I don't know what's going on with finances here, but I feel like there's a financial situation, and you definitely have to start making things move, because they're not going to move for you. And like with that Ace of Wands in reverse, it kind of tells me that this direction that you're in or have been in and just waiting in is not working out, and it's going to be delayed once again. So like if you're looking for answers here, or like you applied for a job or you applied for something and you're still not getting your right answers, it's time to start kind of like reaching out and like stop waiting and just reaching out saying like, I need a clear answer, what's going on. Where's my application going or what not. When it comes to finances, if you're looking for a promotion or a raise or like a job, right? Right now you have to keep looking and keep opening up your horizons and your opportunities here. Seek what's available to you and not just go for one thing and wait, because the wait is long. The wait is taking long, and the wait is not over yet. And I feel like you're not going to be getting the answers you're looking for. Some of you, it might be at home that you're not feeling that you're not feeling connected or grounded. It's time to kind of like put yourself first, or like I said again, to voice yourself. There's something that you could be voicing, and there's different ways to voice something, right? You and emotions, right? I'm not picking up on cups, so like I don't know if you're not putting enough emotion into it or too much emotion into it, because when the head kicks in, when the heart kicks in, the head kicks out, right? So if there's too much emotions, you're not thinking with your head clearly with your head, you're thinking with your heart, and that's when things can go a little bit escalated out of control or a little bit slippery, and that we didn't mean to go that way, and then I didn't mean to say it like this, but it's because I was in the heat of the moment and my emotions. Okay. So it's about toning that down and using your mind a little bit more, and to voice yourself is what I'm picking up on here. And to be fair with yourself, right? I feel like you're a little bit too fair with others, that you're putting them first, and that you're understanding that you have to start using that strategy towards yourself as well. To be understanding towards yourself. Like, is it right to put yourself first as well, and start seeing, does it make sense that you're so understanding for the other person, but you're not understanding for yourself, because sometimes no one's going to do it for you. Some people are empathic and some people are understanding, but if you're face to face with someone who's not, well, then you're kind of stuck in a rut and you're putting them first when you should be voicing yourself and letting yourself have a moment to shine, basically. um, but yeah, definitely try to look into um, what does spark your flame, because I feel like your flame has kind of like died down a little bit, and like you need to find something that kind of makes you thrive again. You need to find something that makes you happy, and that's well worth it, even if it's hobbies or this or that, or ideas that you have, passions that you have, to start looking into them and start putting that into motion and putting it into action so that it can make changes in your life. Because definitely with the Seven of Wands, it tells me that you do put in a lot of efforts into one direction, but they're not paying off with all these other cards that are piling up. So definitely start putting these type of efforts in other directions, and they're going to pay off. Like, this is a card of success because you're working hard at it. So definitely start opening up to like who you are, what you want, what makes you happy, what's your passion, your desire, what's going to make you like want to wake up in the morning and go at it, and like not stop almost, right? So like, definitely give yourself a chance. If you have to write it down and brainstorm, go for it. Danny Marjorie. Hey, African Sun. Hey, Phantom. Long time no see. Yeah. All right, pile number 3. King of Swords in reverse, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, the King of Wands, the Sun card in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. So seems like something's been on your mind that you think about a lot, that it's I don't know if it's like day in and out, or is it just at night it's keeping you awake and like you're tossing and turning while this is on your mind. But I feel like it like kind of haunts you and follows you through the day. And it's not, you're not getting your clear answers, it's not voiced, right? I got the King of Swords in reverse. So kind of like you refuse to like put your foot down and just like go for it, or say it, or reach out, or if not, like you're trying to reach out and like the person is just cut off cold, like not even like strict communication, not anything, almost like you're ghosted or something like this. You're binded by it, right? We've got the Eight of Swords in reverse, so it kind of holds you back, it kind of like tears you up. And it's something that you're very warm felt about, passionate about, right? We got the King of Wands. So definitely feels like something important to you that like you need to get out into the open. I don't know if it's about a friend or romance or life in general, right? We got the Sun card in reverse. Like it's like things are okay though. It's not that things are like that bad, but it feels like something's missing, like a connection. I feel like you want this connection, right? Like even the Eight of Cups, we got the person like walking away from these cups here, walking away from relationships or walking away from connections that like maybe don't suit you as well, or that your mind is so you're so caught up in your mind that like you don't have time for these people or like these suitors or whoever, right? Whether it's friends, family, love, strangers, co-workers, feels like you're kind of like in your shell and like not opening up to others that much. Maybe you want to, but I don't know if you feel like a burden, or if not, you do voice yourself, but then like people kind of shrug it off, or they keep talking about their own thing, or like, oh yeah, I'm sorry for you, or like, just like sympathy and instead of empathy, right? Sympathy and empathy, there's two big different categories. Like it's okay to have sympathy, but like you don't want sympathy. You'd rather have empathy, somebody who understands than somebody who's sorry, right, for you. So like it feels like, I don't know if you just lost someone recently, or like whether it's a loss of death or loss a broken up, or like not in communication no more, like ghosted or something like this, or if not just ignored kind of thing. Feels like it'd be important for you to kind of like make a connection with somebody that you can trust, right? And like somebody who's friendly, but that also maybe even some romance, right? That comes with love, but a mutual love, understanding kind of type. Because it seems like the ones that you have been reaching out to or been coming across haven't been like right? Like it hasn't like captured your attention, or if not the one that has captured your attention, it feels like you haven't captured theirs kind of thing. So my advice to you would be to stop worrying about it as much, for sure, because I feel like it kind of like it haunts you is what I'm picking up on. And that you kind of like introvert and keep it to yourself. So like definitely expressing yourself would be good, even even if it's to somebody else, right? To a friend or something like that you can lean on, or if not, like even journaling, like writing it down, to kind of like release it, right? An emotional outlet. So like that's one thing that could help you. But like it all depends on your situation, right? If you're ghosted, or if you lost a person, they died, right? Like you can't really reach out to them anymore. It's getting more difficult, right? So like definitely like you'd have to go through your grieving process at the same time, and to understand that some certain things in life you cannot change, or you can't control, right? So like that's the difference. But the ones that you kind of can control or can and to the difference, right? If it's not like someone died or you're ghosted, right? Even ghosted, you could try to like get somebody that you know, or like and make another profile. But like these things, you're ghosted for a reason, right? So like, will it really work? That's only time can tell, really. But if it's something that like you're just holding back, of fear of rejection, or fear that like tried once and didn't really work out, well, it's kind of like on your mind all the time. You might as well start thinking in terms of like you try again, right? Until really what you want at the same time, because I feel like there's something missing to fulfill yourself emotionally, to fulfill yourself intellectually and spiritually. So definitely try to see what could that be. Like, is it really who you're focusing on, or what you're focusing on, or is there something else, right, that could help fulfill yourself? Because there feels like there's moments that like you'd like to reach out or like talk, but there's a wall, there's a blockage. So definitely find ways of reaching out, or expressing yourself, even if it's people that you don't know. Sometimes a stranger we connect with a stranger than we do with people we know. Sorry, I got a message on my screen that I don't understand. But yeah, I still feel like some good is coming towards you for those who pick number three, right? For the Sun card in reverse, it still tells me that things are looking up. It's not as strong as when it's up, right? But it's still kind of the same concept. This card in reverse, that like times are going to be changing, your life is going to improve, right? There's going to be more moments to like memorize, or like to hold on to, and like that will follow you in your life path here, right? Maybe even someone coming towards you that's really friendly, could be romantic as well, but if not really friendly, and that might make changes in your life and help you find better days, or like find better moments, basically, that you'll remember for the rest of your life, right? So like I do see a turning point, but there's definitely a lot of inner conflict that I'm picking up on, that like you need to resolve, right? Because that changes who you are. Like if your mind is always preoccupied, well, you're not in the moment no more. You're not like in the present and appreciating and like fully enjoying. And like people pick up on that vibe and that energy. And so like it's kind of like escalating a domino effect in your life, when like you could have better moments with people and like connect better, and the flow of moments will go better for you, basically, than like being distracted and not all there. Well, then that kind of like breaks into your relationships, interpersonal relationships that you have, and it kind of like impacts the outcomes of like the future, right? If people want you around or whatnot, are going to be around, right? Or like opportunities that you might be missing on because like you're so caught up on these thoughts that you're having. So like definitely, I feel like there's something you're passionate about too, right? The King of Wands. It's about a person, a desire that you're having, or if not, like a passion that you have, that maybe you're just self doubting yourself, or you're not finding the right resources. I don't know if you have like a business idea, or if not, you just don't have time to do like these things that you're passionate about, that would soothe you, like that would soothe the soul and the spirit too, right? So like to find the time, or to make the time, even if it's just like 10 minutes a day, and start from there, well then that'd be fine too, right? Whether it's dancing, music, making candles, I don't know, depends on what your hobbies are and what you like, right? Even writing or stuff like that. So definitely find the time to take the time for yourself. I don't know if the stream is still working, because I have this weird like yellow sign on my video here. Who's still there? And if anyone has a question, you could ask a question. Does anyone have a question? What is using the program? Okay, so I guess this is still working. All right, Shanice. Will my brother have to finally face his consequences for his actions? For Shanice, and then I'll answer you, African Sun. I'm picking I'm picking up a no that he's not gonna have to face his consequences, but at the same time, feels like it's still gonna catch up to him in the long run, right? Because like I got swords and cups in reverse here, so like feels like he doesn't even have to face the consequences of his actions. Feels like he doesn't even have to be confronted about it or to talk about it. Basically, um, this is what I'm picking up on. Maybe even if he is like confronted to speak about it, he's gonna kind of like shrug it off and like not be receptive in it, and like definitely he thinks that like um oh that's the Knight of Cups, right? Like things are not in movement, right? He feels like he doesn't have to budge. That like he's kind of like on top of his game and he's in control, kind of thing. But I do pick up on the Pentacles here, the Ace of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. So it seems like he's going to be kind of missing out on though. Like if he doesn't face the consequences of his actions, he still won't have someone there to lean on, basically, and to care for him. So like it kind of catches up to him in the long run, right? It's still his actions are still kind of like breaking good relationships, or is kind of impacting people around him that could support him or be there for him. So like that's not going to work out for him anymore, or like less and less, right? He's going to have to be more strategic about it. So like definitely there might not be great consequences like on impact and like impulse right away, but in the long run, more and more, if he continues down this path, he's definitely going to have to question like who will be there for him in times of needs. um I don't know if this is about like resources or a money thing as well there, but or about relationships, because I'm picking up on a few elements here. But definitely he needs to be confronted, if ever. If not, like the universe is not just gonna like make a situation for this to happen directly, but indirectly, things will be catching up to him, and he won't be able to keep pulling off an act or anything. And like it's getting harder and harder to know who to trust, or to show that he's trustworthy, kind of thing. So he's kind of like losing he's kind of losing reputation, basically. Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. But sometimes, right, sometimes even if like he faced the consequences and not get a slap on the hands, will that really change the person? Some people, it changes them, right? To finally like have a consequence, it changes them. It's life changing, and they change themselves for the better. And then others, well, they, as soon as they have the right to, or the opportunity or the availability to continue, well, they kind of do, right? So like, but I'm picking up on like he's um, he's not going to face the consequences, but like his reputation and everything is getting more and more out of control. And if he does face the consequences, right, like if ever this does go the other way around, he's looking for a long time. Then there's going to be a long time. This is not just like crimes of like a month or whatever. So like if he doesn't get off the hook like he usually does, well then he's looking at like years is what I'm picking up on, right? I got pentacles here. So like 1 to 5 years. So definitely would be life changing for the moment anyways, if ever he does have to face these consequences. Oh, and he's looking at serious time, yeah. Okay, so like, but I'm picking up that like a slight no. But then after that, the Pentacles tells me that it would be a long time, and then it would make sense that he doesn't have anybody anymore. Like I said, like people to lean on, right, or to care for him, basically. Um, so definitely cuts off a lot of his resources and everything like that. So, but I'm picking up on like he doesn't want to speak or anything. Is definitely closed off. So keeping his silence, kind of thing, right? 20 years to life. Those are serious charges. All right, African Sun. Is this breakup with Cecile final? We've both been playing tug of war. No, that's a shame. He gets mad at everyone else, so except for himself for what he does, right? Like that's what I mean. He's kind of like breaking uh a lot of like interpersonal relationships more and more. Like more and more he's losing out on trust. More and more he's losing out on relationships. More and more he's kind of facing dead ends where like nobody's gonna be there for him. Uh right, and like not want to be there for him, his reputation and everything there. So like I'm picking up on like a lonely path. So is this breakup with Cecile final? Well, I'm picking up on a no that like I even get the Ace of Pentacles, like that there's gonna be a new beginning once again. But right, like the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, and then the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Feels like there's a lot of efforts put into this relationship that hasn't been like worth it or like paying off kind of thing. There's been a lot of stress. There's been a lot of deceiving times, right? There's a lot of patience and is growing into impatience at this point. But I wonder if this relationship is really realistic, right? To like not finalize it, right? Like just you asking that way that like right, is it final, it kind of tells me that you have the door open for it not to be final, right? You're ready to kind of go at it again in this tug of war, uh right, because you have control to say that it's final, right? So I feel like it's not something that you want. You kind of want this to happen again. There is chances that this can happen again. uh, it could go better this time around if you kind of let the past go, both of you, right? That you kind of let the past go and you start anew, you start fresh, you start new, and you put more realistic boundaries and terms and expectations in your relationship. It could go a lot better. But I'm picking up on that there's lies in this relationship, stress in this relationship. um, it's been going on for quite a while, this up and down, in and out, tug of war kind of thing. There's the patience is growing thin, right? So like and then after that, the like is this relationship really something that's honest and true, is what I'm picking up on. Right, there's a lot of doubt in here. There's a lot of doubt. And I don't know if you both pick at the past a lot, right? As you come back together, like are you bringing back old, this is the first time you're meeting this person, right? Like this could go better this time around, but like you can't drag the past with you, because then this is just going to be back at the tug of war, right? I'm right, you're wrong, you're wrong, I'm right, or you're right, I'm wrong. I mean, right? Like just picking at this all the time, or like saying that like, okay, well now you have to be better, and putting strict measures on the person is just going to make the person want to like break loose from the chains and like do something upsetting because they're on a strict leash kind of thing. So like if it were not to be final, it's time to kind of like make the old type of relationship final, and to finalize that, to start something new in better terms. Because if not, I feel like there's still going to be, again, like wonder and doubt about this relationship. I don't know if it's doubt about if one loves the other or not, or doubt if they're telling the truth or not. Right, it's been, I don't know how long it's been, but I'm picking up on quite a long time that this has been happening. So like definitely, if you want these efforts to pay off and like for things to go better, it's time to move forward and not look back. But like definitely this type of relationship is very hard to manage and to gauge, and like trust needs to be like fixed and like built once again, is what I'm picking up on. And like the emotions, right, need to be revealed and need to be honest for like this to work out. But I'm picking up that no, it's not final. You're welcome. Did anyone else have a question? Okay, well, we'll end it there for tonight. So thank you all for tuning in. And if you want to see the pick a card, it's at the beginning of the stream. There's 3 piles to pick from, 1, 2, and 3. So you can pick through 1, 2, and 3 and see if that resonates with you. You're welcome, African Sun. Have a good night, everybody. Bye for now.